What's up guys, the McGann here, and today we are playing everyone's favorite goddess in the game, Artio. Not really though, I know a lot of people have issues with this goddess for good reason. She is incredibly strong. If you watch the SPL this weekend, she was banned and picked in pretty much every game, so yeah. And I also haven't played her that much, so you know, might as well get some practice in on her. Plus her new skin, Wild Druid, the tier 2, is actually pretty cool. But I'm going to be going for the breastplate start here because I've seen a few Guardians go with this in lane. And it seems to be pretty good. Of course, gives you a lot of physical protections to go into your breastplate later. So I'm going to go for that option, as well as I'm going to go for... Let's see, I'm against Chalk. I'm actually going to go Sprint here. And we'll just do... Yeah, we'll just do this. Alright, we're gonna go with this start. Hopefully it works out for us. But yeah, Artio, a crazy goddess. If she gets ahead, she's so strong from the solo lane. She does an okay amount of damage, but since she has multiple abilities, you're able to just output a consistent amount of DPS while still being a magical god, as well as she's really hard to kill with insane sustain, as well as she's naturally tanky being a guardian. So yeah, definitely a difficult to deal with. Actually, you know what? I'm probably against another guardian here. No, oh no, it's Sylvanas mid. I am against the Chalk, okay. Because for a second I was like, oh man, did I just get the tier 2? Oh no, it's Sylvanas jungle, okay. Yeah, I was thinking, did I get tier 1 into breastplate and I'm against a magical god right here? But luckily for me, that is not the case. But it looks like Chalk went for his 2 here instead of his 1. Which is a bit of a surprise, but it actually does do more damage. The cooldown's shorter or longer though. So that is something you have to deal with. And ooh, he just used his 2 right there. Not bad. So he's not going to have that immediately for the next wave, which is great for us. So I'm just going to switch back into my Druid form. Clear that out really quickly, and there we go. Like I said, he used his 2 so we didn't have it immediately for the next wave. Which is great for us. We'll do a little bit of damage to him right there. Not bad, not bad. Good start for us, definitely. Good start against this Chalk. And plus, as this game progresses, we're going to be a lot stronger, as I think Artio falls off a bit in the support role from what I've seen. But in the solo lane, being a Guardian, that's definitely not the case for her. Actually just going to do a little bit of damage to him there. Instead of going immediately for the clear. Okay, there we go. Just get those minions. Or that minion, the big one. I think he's going for his speed buff. Yeah, he's going for his mana buff here with his jungler. Probably mana and speed. So we can clear this out pretty quickly. Get some sustain back from hitting the minions here. Yeah, there it is. Sylvanas showing up. It's Sylvanas though, so I don't really have a problem really with them here. Not really going to be doing all that much damage. Like I said, it's a Sylvanas, but ooh, I want to make sure to get these minions here. Completed. There we go. So we can hit the level 4 and move over to this mana buff where that Nemesis is already at. So we can clear this out really quickly.
Hello there.
There we go. Get our mana buff, and ooh, Chalk actually showed up for a second right there.
No problem.
Trying to be a bit of a nuisance, but going to back off. And Chalk's clear is online now, so that's going to be a bit annoying for us. But it is something we can definitely deal with. But I'm actually just going to basic attack these minions. Oh man, I actually thought I could get that one though, which kind of makes that not really worth it. But I'm going to go for the 3 here. There we go. Go for the clear. Not too bad. I actually went for the ultimate.
Enemy ultimate down.
I wasn't actually expecting that coming from the Chalk. We'll get a bit of sustain back. Yeah, but the ultimate being used right there, that's going to force me back a little bit, but I mean, like I said, that's his ultimate down, so
Enemy ultimate down.
if he does get ganked, he's going to be at a bit of a disadvantage.
Enemies in the middle lane.
See if we can pull this in, maybe get the Chalk to move up a bit more.
Be careful.
Alright, it looks like he's going to come up for this wave. There it is. There's a shell being used, but that's not going to be able to keep him alive for too long. And there's the kill. Yeah, like I said, using the ultimate earlier in a really weird spot ended up being the death for him. And actually, I'm going to go to this speed buff over here with the Nemesis, so I can actually go back to base with a bit more gold. There we go, not too bad. I'm going to go back to base here. Really good start for us. And I'm actually going to go for the cooldown boots this game. I think pen boots are good as well on this goddess, but cooldown reduction boots are very, very strong just because you have so many abilities. So you get a bit more out of it. You get more sustain overall, so that'll be good for us. And I think our damage should be fine against him, even without the pen boots. So I guess pen boots would be better for if I just wanted to hard snowball, but I'm just going to go the breastplate next. So I'm going to be at 30% CDR just from that, and then I can go for something maybe a bit more multiple, I guess, damage oriented, like the Hide of the Urchin. Get the magical and physical protections. And plus, it's a really strong item as well, something that I've enjoyed for a while now, so we'll see if that's effective, but I believe they're just going for the mana buff here. I'm going to put a ward right there, so if Nemesis wants to gank through that little chokehold, she should be able to.
Nice job.
Oh, I'm not going to actually hit him with my one right there, unfortunately. But we do have the Nemesis coming in again. There's the kill. Great job from our Janus coming through the wall to help secure that kill.
An ally has been slain.
And we'll clear out that buff and go to the mana buff here. Or clear out that wave, I mean. And actually, Nemesis is waiting to give us the mana buff. I thought she was going to split it with the Janus, but decided against it. And actually, I'm just going to go back to base here. Get my tier 2 into breastplate. Make myself a bit tankier. And this is actually a surprisingly big power spike here. The tier 2 into breastplate. Against the Chalk. As it does lower his damage, actually, quite a bit. As well as it gives me some mana regen, which is really good. But once we get breastplate, we're really going to be a menace. And if we get into team fights with that breastplate online, we're going to be unstoppable. So I went for another sentry here, just in case. I think Chalk is probably going to ward with, of course, the... Yeah, he has 2 wards now. With the Nemesis ganking him twice. It only makes sense that he would start taking the precautions. And try avoiding getting ganked again. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back to these minions. I just really wanted to bully him out right there. We're gonna miss both of those minions, or all 3 of those minions. Did poke him out though, and we got the XP, so that's not really that big of a deal. Oh, I was out of range right there. We did bully him out quite a bit though, so can't really complain. We're able just to ignore the minions at this point, so we're in a pretty good spot, and it looks like he is going to put a ward right there. And there was a Scylla and Janus who showed their faces. That's going to be his ultimate.
Enemy ultimate down.
No problem.
I'll just say his ultimate is down at the moment. I think Nemesis... Yeah, Nemesis got the ward. Let's see if we can get some buffs over here. Looks like the speed buff and the mana buff are available. There we go. Pick up the mana buff. Kepri already on the speed, and that's going to be both of their buffs going down. Not bad, not bad. Able to force them back as well as get my team to get the rotation there from the Sylvanas and Scylla. But yeah, this jungle Sylvanas not really working out as intended. Alright, and we're nearly full HP once again. So we're sitting pretty right now. Let's put a ward right there. Doesn't have any wards in his inventory currently. Alright, I do have the sprint available here. I think I'll just use it. We're gonna see if we can get this chalk. There it is, got the chalk. Knew his ultimate was down because he did, of course, use it earlier on us. I'm just gonna try and be a nuisance in the back line here. Okay, looks like that's gonna be a shell being used. And there it is, we did get the Scylla. Oh my gosh. This goddess is so insane. And we got another kill.
Wonderful.
Okay, we didn't get the third, but that definitely works with me. Maul to death. Definitely maul to death there. I mean, is there any other way to describe that death there? That was ridiculous. The amount of sustain we have is just too much, too much. The self-sustain, even the team sustain, but I did get my Breastplate of Valor online, and I think I'm gonna go for... Gosh, I want to go Shell, but I think a Horrific Emblem would be really annoying for them to deal with, so I actually will go for that this game. Horrific Emblem, and we'll go for Hide of the Urchin. Get that online, and oh, I need another Sentry Ward. I've just been picking up Sentries this game, so Nemesis can get free ganks on this Chalk over and over again, and Chalk 0-3! And doesn't scale well at all if he falls behind like this. Especially against a goddess like Artio that is just so difficult to deal with later on. With how tanky she becomes. So we're gonna have to... It's gonna be tough for the enemy team. It's really an uphill battle for them.
Be careful.
This'll get us up and running.
We did a little bit of damage to him. He does have the tier 2 in his Genji's guard right now. And I don't have Void Stone or anything like that, so my damage is just the bases right now, but honestly not going to be too bad, but I think... Yeah, I'll just level up the 2 here. See if we can mess with this Chalk. Oh, we got his ultimate. Once again. Alright, we're going to put the sentry right there. It looks like they're going to the speed buff over there, the Chalk and the Sylvanas. I put a sentry over there so they don't have a ward over there like they did earlier. But we'll clear that wave out nice and easily in classic Artio fashion. And I'm just looking to poke him out right now, and it's definitely working. It's definitely working. He's half HP right now. Oh, I missed the first bit of that ability. And oh my gosh, this must be so annoying to deal with.
Enemy ultimate down.
Be careful.
It looks like he's going back to base here. I'll just clear out this wave then. There we go. And I'll actually work on this tower a little bit since they're at the Gold Fury. I should be able to do quite a bit here. And my team did force them off the Gold Fury as well. He does have Swiftwing though, so I do have to worry about that. Yeah, he's already returned to the lane. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go back to base here. Get my tier 2 into the Hide of the Urchin. There we go. And we'll get a normal ward this time. Nemesis. Looks like she's gonna run into the Chalk. No, he already made it back to the lane, so not going to be able to steal that mana buff away, but we are going to go to our own mana buff. Hopefully Chalk didn't go for it. I didn't think he would because of how much Nemesis has been over here, but he's missing from the lane, so it's actually likely that he is going for it. Actually, no. Where is he? He must have went back to base then, because he's not in the middle lane. We had wards to watch the rotation. See if Nemesis wants to come over here and get some of this XP and gold.
Thanks.
There it is.
No problem at all.
No problem at all.
Ultimate is ready.
Stay a while.
Alright, looks like he's just going to use the ultimate here. Ooh. Did have Janus coming over. We might have actually been able to dive that. That's okay, though. We'll go for the clear here, then. Oh, Janus didn't hit the unstable vortex. Yeah, I think Janus just wanted to try and do something there since we committed so heavily with his ultimate and everything. Alright, we're going to be able to get the kill on Chalk. I totally used Horrific Emblem because I didn't know if that was Nemesis or Chalk's. It looks like it was Chalk. I used our Horrific Emblem as well as Sprint. And we were able to get the kill. And it looks like they're going for the Gold Fury here, but I'll be able to get the tower at least in return if they do get the Gold Fury. It looks like they went off of it. Trying to chase down the Khepri right now instead. Yeah, there's the tower going down. And we'll just go for this last wave here. Alright, I'm going to run to the jungle. It looks like my team... Oh, they did get the Scylla. Let's see, I want to go in here. I am kind of low, though. I might be able to do something, however. Oh, we lost one. I guess we technically lost two. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough sustain to take him out. I guess Hachiman doesn't really do that much damage right now. Probably shouldn't have tried. Yeah, he went for double lifesteal as well, so his damage obviously wasn't gonna be too high. So I should have just backed off right there instead. Oh well, we can go for the... Let's see, Scylla... I guess Scylla's gonna be doing a lot of damage soon. And nice, Nemesis stole the Gold Fury away. Oh my gosh. That's gotta sting. They're also just standing there, and Fafnir's completely out of mana. Okay, they're going for Chalk instead. And Chalk does have the ultimate, though. Yeah, he's gonna be able to walk out of that one, unfortunately. But I do have enough gold to get the Void Stone, and I'm actually gonna go for that instead of going for a robe item or Genji's Guard or something. I actually want to get a bit more damage, so we'll have the Void Stone, and then probably go for... Yeah, I'll probably just go straight defensive items after that. Defensive items and maybe top off my cooldown reduction without the mana buff. I think that's what the build will end up being. We'll clear this out and look to go to this wave. Sylvanas was over here with Chalk, but I could definitely deal with both of them at the moment. And Chalk is playing it super safe right now. He definitely doesn't want a piece of this. He's 0-4. Not really having the best of times. And, ooh, my team wants to go for Portal Demon. I don't know about this one. Yeah. Scylla's ulting here. That's going to be an ultimate down, though. I couldn't switch into my non-bear form quick enough to get the sustain on Janus. I mean, he was probably going to die either way, but... It would have been nice to keep him alive a bit longer, but actually, I'm going to go to this middle lane over here. Okay, they're looking for maybe to collapse on that right side. So I want to make sure to stay over here in this middle lane. Okay, they went for the buffs. We could actually try and gank. I think my team... We might actually be able to get there in time. Let's see. I'm actually going to sprint here. And Chiron already ulted. Oh, they did get the Fafnir. Or they did get him with the Fafnir coming in. So I don't know if we can actually get this kill super easily. So use my 2. Oh, he does have the beads.
Be careful. Enemies incoming.
Good usage of beads from Chiron, though. Oh, and good portal. Should be able to get the Scylla here. I can't get in range of Chiron. Oh, we're gonna get caught by Sylvanas there. My whole team was getting held back by Chalk. I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened, but definitely didn't work out in our favor. I don't know if
Ultimate is down.
Sylvanas. Okay, no, he's going for the...
Your right tower has been
Actually, kind of as a supportive build, honestly. I was wondering if he was going to go full damage or not, because he felt kind of tanky, so I was wondering if he... what he was going for, and he was actually going for Hide of the Urchin and Voidstone, so... He is pretty tanky. He is against a Nemesis, which is going to hurt him later on in the game. Oh man, if Giannis had a bit more damage. But Giannis is at that point in the game where he's not really too strong. Scylla's definitely going to, or definitely outshining him at this point. It's going to take a bit of time before he can start getting that damage online. Start ramping up those unstable vortexes, and I don't know if Nemesis can get out of this.
ultimate is down.
Kepri's ultimate is down.
Your right tower is under attack. Blade storm.
Not going to be able to save the Nemesis, unfortunately. We got the stun, but not going to be able to save our teammate there. We will be around for the Gold Fury, though.
Be careful.
So I'm trying to sustain up a little bit to be healthy enough to defend it. Okay, they're currently not at it. With the Scylla in the middle lane. Okay, they may be on it now. Well, yeah, let Janus get a little bit of that clear there. Get some stacks online. As I sustain up a little bit right here. We should be able to pick this up. We actually got hit by the Scylla ultimate right there. We lost Kepri. See if Nemesis can take it out. Yes, Janus is going to be able to help the Nemesis. But we're going to have to back off here and probably give it the Gold Fury. That was a good blink from Sylvanas. We're going to go down here as well. Trying to keep the Janus alive, unfortunately. We will be able to get the Tier 1 into our most likely Mantle Discord this game. But we're having some definite issues at the moment. I don't know what's going on or what happened over in the right side of the map, but this Chiron, he's definitely hitting hard. Definitely hitting hard. Oh, Nemesis went down so fast right there. And Kepri's actually wasting a good amount of time. Chiron's way too fed for him to get out of there, unfortunately. We will be able to get our A Sentry Ward to try and get some vision on that Fire Giant, but I'm not even quite sure that's going to be
Defend the fire giant.
enough this game. If we can even get there in time is the question. Let's see. Is Yano's gonna ult? No. They are there. He should have ulted a bit earlier. It's unfortunate.
I will feel their presence.
Ooh, Hachiman needs to be careful.
Stay a while.
Your left tower is under attack.
Looks like Hachiman's gonna go down as well. Not in a good spot there.
Tower has been destroyed.
This game is definitely going downhill after a really good start too, unfortunately. Oh, Giannis is gonna be able to get out of that just barely. We're gonna go down. Ooh, actually, Kepri ultimate. Going to help keep us alive.
Do be careful.
I'm exhausted.
Your left tower has been destroyed.
Let's see. I don't think it's time to sell the Vampiric Shroud yet.
It's under attack.
Giannis is gonna go down.
It's under attack.
Stay a while.
I actually got my 3 canceled out right there. I didn't even realize it went off cooldown. Alright, I actually used it, I mean.
I think so. An ally has been defeated.
Looks like we're gonna lose everyone except for Hachiman here. They might actually be able to go for the Ender. I think they can. Yeah, we're gonna go down to the Scylla. That's gonna be the game.
A
Enjoyed
comrade
that,
has
really.
fallen. Deicide.
Oh well, GG. We had a really good early game, but I guess the duo lane just fell really far behind early game, and we just couldn't keep the Chiron down. He went 9-1 and 14. We definitely did a lot early game though, that's for sure, but obviously being a Guardian, even if we're extremely strong, an extremely strong Guardian, our team fight is not really damage oriented. We're more of a just meaty utility based god, but we did have some shining moments that game, especially early on with the Nemesis ganks. And we did do a lot of damage overall, 21k. We actually did less than the Chalk, who actually ended up going 5-4 and 11 after going 0-4 at the beginning, after getting ganked a few times as well as soloed, I believe, once. So yeah, it's just the other side of the map was just able to kind of counteract the amount of pressure that was provided or on the left side of the map, as well as I think in the middle lane to some extent. Although the Scylla actually didn't die too much early on in the game. It was really only the Chalk. Chalk, I guess, wasn't warding properly and kept getting ganked. But it's pretty easy for a Chalk to get ganked by a Nemesis, especially when he's using his ultimate as freely as he was in the lane. But yeah, as I said, it didn't really amount to much as Chiron got so far ahead and was able to do a lot of damage, as well as they had some gods who scale really well into the later game, such as Fafnir and Scylla, despite having a Chalk. Even though, man, Scylla's build wasn't even there. She didn't even have the Obsidian Shard yet. She only had Spirit Desolation and actually went Bancroft, which is interesting since I usually see Scylla's go for more of a late game item like Book of Thoth, a stacking item, but went for the Bancroft for, I guess, a little more extra damage, but didn't have much in her build yet. But the Chiron, he was definitely online, and he was smoking us. He was smoking us, but yeah, Artio's still a really strong goddess right now. Probably want to ban her in your games. And if you don't know how to play her, not a bad idea to try and learn her, either for the soul lane or the support role. You can't really play her in the jungle that well anymore after her nerfs, although she didn't get nerfed last patch, which is pretty interesting. She's still pretty good in the support role and incredibly strong in the soul lane, in my opinion. Probably one of the strongest gods in the game, if not the strongest soul laner at the moment as a Guardian, which is definitely saying something. Definitely saying something. But as always, guys, this has been the Esmagam playing Artio in the soul lane this time around with her newest skin that I think is really, really cool. Only 250 gems, so I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.